What is up, everybody? Welcome on back to a brand new video here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex, where I post videos all the time. So if what I'm talking about today is interesting, or you click around the channel to find anything interesting, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you can catch up on all sorts of different stuff that I'm running here on the channel. Today, we're doing a bit of a retest situation. I have been playing MLB The Show 17 as it is the last game that includes a season mode where you can play shorter games with a randomized roster, and I thought that would be great off-season content. It was the original type of content I was looking for coming out of MLB The Show 23. I wanted to just basically do the season over again in The Show 23, but like the rosters are randomized. They're fantasy drafted. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that. None of the modes work for what I want. March to October kind of overtook the season mode, and you can't tinker around with the franchise mode enough to give me the experience that I'm looking for. So I went back in time, digging around, trying to find what mode would work best for me. Now, it is a long story. Just stick with me for a minute. It's a bit of a roundabout story. Maybe a long story, roundabout story. We're going to get to what I'm talking about here in just a minute. So I was just kind of on the web, searching through, trying to find what would give me the mode that I'm looking for with the settings that I'm looking for. And I came across MLB The Show 17. That was the last mode that had season mode, 3 innings, fantasy drafted rosters. Fantastic. As I was looking at these, I was like, oh, there's old games that I was trying to dig out from, like the what's it called? The pile of crap that I have over there. I'm looking through all of these MLB games, and I'm trying to find the MLB The Show 17, and I stumbled across the fact that I have a couple of MLB 2K games. MLB 2K was a series that ran until 2013. They canceled it, I believe, they either canceled it in 2013 or in 2014, one of the two. It was like they canceled in 2013 for the 2014 season, whatever. They had a weird exclusive license thing that somehow the show survived because it was platform exclusive. Very odd. But I had found a couple of those, and I was like, I should take a look at these and just see kind of what they are. I'd also been and have been in a pretty big baseball mood lately for whatever reason. I just can't stop playing baseball games. So I was doing some digging. I was like, okay, how long does this MLB 2K series, how long does this run? Turns out it goes back quite a ways to like the Sega Saturn, but the current incarnation of it, or the canceled incarnation of it, initially started as World Series Baseball 2K. It was on the Dreamcast. It ran through 2K13 on the PS3 and 360 and such. So that's kind of the breadth of it. As I was looking through all of these games, I discovered that MLB 2K5, I should say, this game has kind of a weird, like, little additive release in the form of MLB 2K5 World Series Edition. This is a very weird game. Hopefully there's a video up on the channel that has this game in it, because it's an interesting relic of this time of there is internet, but the internet's not quite where it is. You're not downloading 45 gig patches. So this has like updated rosters and rookies and stuff like that, whereas this was released before the season. So I tinkered around with both of these games because I thought they'd be interesting. I actually quite like 2K5. I think it's a very interesting... it has great cheat codes in it that I think overloaded the Xbox and might have broken it a little bit. But it has... Not only does it have the really interesting cheat codes, it has the franchise mode that I'm looking for. And it has the ability to randomize the rosters through a fantasy draft. And you control all 30 teams, which got me thinking. I hope all of that made sense. I was tinkering around with this game, and it got me thinking. Did I test NFL 2K games correctly enough? Because I do the random rosters on Tuesdays here on the channel, and I enjoy them. I have a good time doing them. They're fun, even if they are a little bit... They're a little more narrow in the variety of games that we are playing than I realized. And I was hoping that there would be a big variety of them. Maybe have like 2K and NFL Quarterback Club and NFL Game Day and Madden, because there was in the heyday a lot of different licensed NFL games. And none of them quite worked the way I wanted them to. But because this game, ESPN, MLB, it's so weird because all the other ones are ESPN 2K, whatever. This one's Major League Baseball 2K5 featuring ESPN, and that title throws me off. Because this has what I'm looking for, I was curious if maybe I just didn't test the 2K games correctly. So that is what we are actually going to do. I told you it was a long story. It was a roundabout story. It was a thing that like I stumbling upon, thinking about, and was like, oh, I should maybe take a peek at this. And then I thought, you know what? I'll just record the video because I think sometimes behind the scenes stuff can be kind of interesting, and who knows what we'll uncover on these discs, which is always fun. So I went out, I pulled the 2K games that I had, which are 2K2, 2K3, 2K4, and 2K5. We're about to do the second run of 2004 season, of the 2004 season in NFL Fever 2004. So if I can at least get 2 of these out, that would be pretty fantastic. I also think that these videos would do better than something like ESPN NFL Primetime 2002, which doesn't have that big of a following. Madden, people know, and I think the Maddens that I'm using are in kind of an interesting sweet spot of there's a dedicated group of people who really like the retro games, but it isn't, so like that it caters to that audience. Whereas I think if you use something that's like HDified, it's like, why aren't you just playing the new version of it? It's a really weird, it's a weird thing. But I know that people love the ESPN NFL football games. So I was curious, did I test these correctly? Here's what we're looking for. If you know anything about random rosters, you know that we are looking for a franchise mode or season mode. Franchise or season, either way is fine. That we can run a fantasy draft in and just watch the games. We're not interacting with these. We are not playing them. We are just bystanders. I commentate over them. I have a good time doing it. I love it. That's all we need. We just need to be able to, and NFL Fever is a good example, we need to be able to configure the game in a way that allows us to watch them. Madden and ESPN NFL Primetime are good about you only have to have one user going at a time to figure that out. NFL Fever takes a little bit more work to get ready, but that's fine because it still allows us to watch the games and it isn't just a bunch of Madden games. So we are going to start with ESPN NFL 2K2. I pray to God that all of these games are in the case. I did not check that. I just realized. So we're going to work through these games. I'm going to throw it on. I'll throw it on this one. Because it should be fine. We're using the PS2 copies of these games because I'm not going out to buy the other Xbox versions of these games. And for whatever reason, I thought the original Xbox like filled out the screen better, but it didn't when I was doing 2K. So I have this special setup. So let's jump in. I'll grab my controller. Season mode, franchise mode, doesn't matter. The key, the piece of content that worked, or the piece that worked in the ESPN MLB game was the fact that the game allows you 30 users. That's the difference. That's what we need. We need you to be able to have a bunch of users that you can tie to these teams and make it work. I'm not as concerned with 2K2 or 2K3. I think 2K4 and 2K5 are the ones that I really want. Weirdly enough, 2K4 and 2K5 don't even look like they're open, so I might not have even tested them the way that I should have in the first place. It's so interesting. I love making content. I have a great time doing it. But it also is interesting to go like, man, you really weren't, you didn't pay enough attention, did you? Because I don't think this worked the way I wanted it to. We'll watch the intro videos and stuff. Because I was thinking about it too. Oh, is that Randall Cunningham? Let's go. Randy Moss? God, he rules. Get Moss, baby. That's not getting Moss at all, but you know what I'm talking about. Whoa. Holy cow. It's really him. Oh, good. Greasy. Let's get greasy. Is that Terrell Owens? Cover star of 2K5. What's I talking about? Oh, I do. I mean, I love making content and doing stuff like that, but I also I don't think I tested these quite as thoroughly as I should have. I think you kind of you see like how few of them are going to work, and you're like, ooh, this is a little demoralizing. Sega Sports NFL 2K2. There are a couple of these previously, I believe. Yeah, they're on the Dreamcast. That's what it is. They're on the Dreamcast. I might actually have a copy of... I don't think I have a Dreamcast available. I'm not going to try and find a Dreamcast. So season, exhibition. So we have tourney, practice, fantasy. I think that might be the issue. Season? Do I want to customize the league? Yes. Oh. I think that's what we're looking for. Advance. Customize. Reset rosters. Trade players. What does that mean? All roster modifications will be lost. No. Team select. So that we're partially there. I think I've rediscovered the issue. It's actually less about the schedule, advance. Okay, so you can watch it. I just don't have the ability to do the fantasy draft. I think that's the problem now that I'm looking at it. It gives me... It's so close because you can select all the teams.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 3Com Park in San Francisco, California, here on the Sega Sports Network. Dan Stevens, along with Peter O'Keefe, up in the booth. Well,
this is going to have more talking at the beginning than actual content.
It's week 1 in the NFL.
In the NFL.
Who's the player to watch down there?
It's pretty cool. It's a good, like... All right. I like this.
3 words to describe this guy. Mean, tough, and nasty.
I think there is a way to do this where we kind of factor, like we put these games in, but the problem is that it doesn't... It's not what I'm looking for. I would love to just... Actually, it's fine. It's fine. Piece of the game.
Working on both sides of the ball. If they can continue to progress, this team could shock some people.
The Falcons are coming to face them. Who do we watch on their team?
You can't help but notice Jamal Anderson.
Jamal Anderson, we know him well.
In every sense of the word. He's got to be one of the hardest hitting running backs in the league and the hardest to tackle too. He's got a low center of gravity. He's almost impossible to bring down solo. If he doesn't run around you, he just might run through you.
All right, how do you like his team in this matchup?
Well, Atlanta's defense gave up a lot of yards last season, and if they hope to win, re-signing Ray Buchanan and the move to a defensive scheme that promises to put more pressure...
I like this a lot.
Will have to pay.
Like, the keys to the game are awesome. Michael Vick is in this game, which is interesting. It's a little... I mean, it's a little long on the intro, so I think it would be relegated to triple header, which is fine.
The 49ers elect to receive, and we're ready to start the game.
It's always interesting to see the huddle. This is where it gets a little worrying, where you're like, oh man, how are we going to get a lot of these shots? Because I think that we get a lot of that in Madden, and we get a lot of that, or we don't get any of that in ESPN. And that's where it gets a little like, how much dead time is there between plays? That's a really nice run back. Oh my goodness, sir. Wow. That was a terrific run back. God, this game's already better than ESPN NFL Primetime 2002. So we have to keep an eye on how long. I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal if the game clock is running.
The 49ers.
Good camera angles out here. The rosters aren't randomized, so who cares? Oh, okay. All right. A passing game that actually makes sense and works. What's this wildness?
Nice completion here. Take a look.
Okay, nice replay of Sega Sports Action replay.
Lined up just right, and they connected
Threw off his
into the
back
game.
foot. What a wild throw. I like the moving stars. That's pretty fun. It's breaking my CPU. There are too many stars moving at the same time. Please stop. Oh, you know what it might be? Because I have Spotify open. It wasn't giving me any, like, trouble.
Stokes, wide right.
That actually did help. Get all the latest scores. Oh, the Sega Sports Wire is there. So real it sweats. Okay. Sega Sports? Sega Sports. Who wants it more? Wait, can you not just run scores? Oh, okay. Maybe that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If it doesn't give me what I need. Ah, I'm so jealous that it doesn't work. So far. Timeout. We're fine.
Without drawing yellow cards and pass interference.
Ball on the 42.
Okay, so I like that we have a score bug at the bottom. I think I'm out of the way of it. The thing is, I just don't know if I want to watch another 2001 season. But if the game's better, then it's kind of hard to argue.
This one just left of center, and not a bad pickup. Just some nice yards there.
This didn't allow you to customize the rosters. What I was hoping is that you could go into where it said customize and just like either fantasy draft or just do like, we just do like 5 randomized versions of it, which would be truer to the title of the show. Oh, God. This game is so much better in like every facet than anything we've seen so far. God, let me use the 2K games, please. Please, I beg of you. And the thing is, the difference is that it's ESPN versus not ESPN. Which I don't know if I mentioned that. The World Series, the difference between Major League Baseball 2K5 and the World Series version, the most interesting difference is the fact that they scrub it of the ESPN-ness. It has like the raw assets of like the ESPN look to it, but it's like 2K Sports, so you're getting rid of it. See, that was, oh my God, this game is so good. When you've watched 20 weeks of a bad football game, bad. It's easy to be jealous of what you could have. I am kind of just letting this first quarter play a little bit and kind of gauge about how long it takes. Because I do like the run time that they currently sit at, which is between 2.5 and 3 hours. It's kind of a wide gap of time, I understand, but they average between in that 30-minute window. So if you have three 40-minute games, which is kind of where we're. I'm guessing that this is going to take. Oh, Hurst got out of it. Touchdown Niners. Oh, we got absolutely destroyed on his way to the end zone.
Okay, right here is the end zone. Ball just needs to touch this.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if we can get a good look from this angle.
I mean, it's no question that he made it. Are you kidding me? Oh, where's my phone? It's a bunch of college football bowl games happening. Not bowl games, sorry, championship games. People, I'm sure, are excited if Texas can win the Big 12 title. Because the commissioner, I guess, said that he wanted Texas Tech to win. Texas is so annoying.
It's up. Tacks on the extra point. The 49ers put the first points of the game on the board, 7-0. Cortez.
Yes, I'd like to apply to be an assistant floral manager. So we're about halfway through this quarter, and it's taken about 10 minutes. Approximately. I talked a lot. What is CPU? Are you okay? Do I need to minimize the browser? What's happening? Is there something running in the background that you don't like? There's 3 things running, and none of them should be that irritating. However, I am not using some tabs. I'd imagine that it doesn't like the cheat code central thing. That help? Okay, I dropped it a little bit. Alright. So they pointed out Michael Vick can make or break a game, but then Chris Chandler's in a quarterback? Weird.
They went with the play action right side.
What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Boise State's up big. Alabama's beating Georgia. Dear God in heaven. Please no.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Miami beat Toledo. Texas all over Oklahoma State. Oh, no. Alabama can't beat Georgia. They just can't. They can't. Because Alabama will somehow find a way into the college football playoff. And I won't have it. Georgia, get it together. Please. Please.
A punishing run, Peter.
Florida State win. Texas with a big win. There's no reason Alabama should be in the college football playoff. No reason. Zero. Zilch. Nada. None. Okay. So I think it started about the 10-minute mark. We're about the 22-minute mark. Maybe we'll give it 11. So it looks like it's going to be about 15 minutes a quarter, which is not great, especially when you get to the playoffs and we're looking at 4 games per.
Andre Carter snapped the handcuffs on that play and forces a
God,
tough 4th down.
Rules, everything about it is so much better. I'd argue it's better than Madden. I think it's going, okay, so 15 by 4, obviously 60. Yeah, so this would be locked to a 3 triple header, which is fine. I was only doing 4 because the game actually ran really well. It ran effectively from a time perspective and not a lot of other reasons. The key bits in some of these games are like, how does the defense use the timeouts? How does the offense run out the clock when, like, applicable? Okay, so I think I have my answer. It's a little bit short. It doesn't matter, though. It's going to be the length that I want it to be, which is fine. I'm so jealous. It has the ticker at the bottom. Throws over the middle. I don't know. Oh, because the 49ers are on offense. It's like, how is that not picked off? It's a really nice fun. Commentary's good. The action replays are fun. Garcia, 75%. Okay, that's good. That's helpful. I think the one thing I haven't seen is like a starting lineup. That's where it gets a little weird. Because NFL Fever so far has been the one to do that the best. But having Garcia's stats there is helpful. And we'll go to quarter number 2.
It's the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
The 49ers currently enjoying a small advantage, 7-0.
Whew. Some stats at the end of the quarter. Okay. All right. Time of possession, 319 to 141. They have 5 total yards. Okay. So it lasts about 14 minutes, 13 to 14 minutes. Well, I don't love this. Never loved that menu system, but whatever. Okay. So it allows you to select all the teams in season mode. The problem is penalties, game options, rookie by formation, game speed, normal, tutorial off, coach mode, controller penalties, presentation, users, Bob. Sports ticker. Oh, you can turn the referees up. That'd be kind of helpful. You probably knock the crowd volume up. Actually, you probably, honestly, turn all of this up a little bit, but that's fine. PA music volume, maybe that's what we turn down. Audio presentation default. Player indicator name, okay. Yes, okay. So exhibition, tourney, practice, fantasy, customize. No, franchise, customize? In a season in progress, yeah, it's fine. Trade team, trade players, reset the rosters. God, even if you could just randomize it, save the rosters, and import them, that would be the way around it, too. Trade players? So franchise. Yes. Oh, it doesn't even let you select multiple teams. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because season mode allows you to do that. So that's okay. 2K2's start of the 2001 season. Quit. Yes. Now, fantasy is, I think, where you want it. Oh. Oh. It only lets you select one team. Oh, you are so close. Oh, you're so close. Well, okay, we're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. Yes. Okay, we're not out of it yet. Oh, you're so close. If you allow me to select all the teams in one or fantasy draft in the other. Literally, there's one piece missing from each of these. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, it is so tantalizingly, unbelievably close. The only difference would be, because I don't think you can't watch the games. Why? Why can't you just watch the games? It's such a dumb thing to not have. Frick. Ah. Problem is, oh shoot, 2K3 is powered by ESPN. We're good. Maintain hope, folks. What's this music, by the way? Okay, so then, I guess... Oh, I think it just jumps you into the game. You don't even select a team. Oh, it's so close. Oh, that's not... Oh, man. Well, I guess at least you can do that. That's good information. Just kind of tinker around, see what'll work. Let's see... Management? Well, actually, we have all the information. We have everything we need next week. Whoops. Did not make the playoffs. Okay. How did I not see this? Or maybe I did. And you can play the Pro Bowl. Thank God. Okay. I think that exhausts everything, right? Practice. Tournament? No. Exhibition. Season. Playoffs. Franchise. Customize. Fantasy. I definitely did not see franchise or even regular season, like fantasy draft mode. So wait, hold on. What if you do, whoa, hold on. Don't. Season? No way. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? I didn't do it correctly. Oh, no way. Whoops. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's convoluted, and I don't love it. Now, the issue is there wouldn't be any trades, but I don't know that I've really seen... You gotta hit X and then start. J. G, H, I, J. Okay. Making sure I spell it. K. L. M. I don't know that I've noticed a lot of trades. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. This is exactly okay. We're fine. We're fine. Hold on. Hold on. T V. W. X. Y. Z. AA. BB. CC. DD. EE. No way. Okay, so the season mode, that's the key. It's not the franchise, it's the season, because you could put human players in. Oh my god, let's go. Also, these instruction manuals are thick. Thick. They're in color as well. Oh wow, there's even like stats about them and like key players. Huh, I've never opened this before. I wish there was like a cool centerfold of Randy Moss. That'd be so funny. Okay, hold on. So we gotta look at schedule. Colts, 49ers. Okay, so then let's who won the Super Bowl? I forgot who won the Super Bowl. Hold on, I gotta find this information real quick. I think ideally you would just jump in. I mean, there's 33 minutes of footage. It's kind of useless at this point, but 53, and we'll get rid of this one. I had a little trouble getting the intro down for today's video. Primetime 02. What I want is I want to figure out who the team is. Oof, that's really loud. Was it St. Louis? Or was it Tennessee? Just look at the video. Oh, that's too far because that's the Pro Bowl. It was Tennessee, I believe. I believe they won 17-7. I think they give up like a trash. Oh no, 13-7. Okay, so who do the Titans play? I think that's going to be the thing that we run into, where the Titans, do they have the week? Do they have a bye week in week 1? The hell are they? Broncos, Ravens, Jags, Chargers, Colts, 49ers, Cowboys, Bears, Giants, Patriots, Cardinals, Dolphins, Vikings, Seahawks, Jets, Chiefs, Eagles, Raiders. Are you flipping serious? Hold on. How do I look? Well, here, let's do this. Let's save. We'll go RRS 6. Yeah. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness, I just didn't see that setting. We can use 2K. The Titans don't play this week. So the cover star, the Vikings, they would get the game because they have cover star Randy Moss. Then the Super Bowl champion would get the one of the games. And then it would be just a kind of a random third game that I would pick. So what we can do is we can unselect all of that, maybe? Okay, hold on. Let's go back then. Hold on. Schedule? Oh. Okay, that's fine. We can look at it for week 2, no problem. So you would do that one. And then maybe that one. So what happens if the Titans don't play this week? That is so unfortunate for them. Is the 01-02 season? I think in the week 2? There they are. Rams Titans. Oh shoot, a Super Bowl rematch? That's actually more fun. Can do that then. And I saved, so these scores won't count. Okay, so then if we do that, let's do Seahawks Jets is fine. What's the Monday game? Bills Rams. Okay, we'll give the Super Bowl runner up then. We'll go that one, bam, bam. Okay, so it makes you do them in order from what I can tell. But as soon as you hit start, it gives you scores for all the other games. Okay, so then you would play that, and then that, and then that. Gotcha. Simulate all previous weeks. The helmets look nice. Okay. I think we have season 6. I think we have it figured out. I think it's NFL 2K2. It's already a better game. We watched the one drive at the 49ers. There are some like visual things that I think could be used. But I think we'll be looking at triple headers here in this game. Quit. Yes. So then what? Load. Okay, there it is. RRS 6. You get to watch me create it. You get to watch the draft and everything. Successfully loaded. So I think that'll be what it is. We'll give the Vikings the first game. I like the Packers, so I'll probably just give them... Unless they play someone interesting. Packers, Bucks. I feel like I should have the schedule memorized at this point. Okay. So then we'll quit this. Wow. I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I missed that. This would have been season 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Probably 1 because it's the more notable game. The interesting thing now is I kind of wish I'd had... God, I wish I'd looked at this. I guess it would have been before I moved, but if I'd looked at this before I moved, I actually would have been able to... Well, 2K2 works, so that's fine. It's so hefty. I would have been able to go with this for season 5, primetime for season 6, 2K3 for season 7, and then back into NFL Fever for season 8. But now we might have a back-to-back run of 2K games, which I've been trying to avoid. But I think that might actually work to my benefit. Because again, I think that these games are more popular. I know that these games are more popular. They're not even the most popular versions of the 2K games. Whew. It's like a sport. It's coming in hot. This one has the ESPN touch to it, which is where the primetime kind of comes into play, in the fact that it, like, 2K like kind of identified what they could do with that. Oh, like the Sports Center opening? Let's go!
Hi there, welcome to Sports Center. I'm Dan Patrick. Plenty of good stuff to get to on the program tonight, but first, our top story of the day. Sega Sports, the authority in sports video gaming, has drafted ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, as a key player to boost its critically acclaimed Sega Sports franchises to a higher level in order to score with gamers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shall we? First to the
It's going to
NFL,
score with me.
Patriots. The Cinderella story of last year took everyone by surprise. They will have the bullseye on them this year.
Oh, check out these moves.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
What a hit! Yes!
Unbelievable.
Yes!
Oh!
Up the middle and cut!
What a smash. Oh, that's how you do it.
Yes!
Another painful stop.
Oh, Randy Moss. Okay, Michael Vick is the quarterback there. Ricky Williams, Javon Curse.
Stop.
Urlacher's the cover star on this, so the Bears would get the opening game.
This is NFL 2K3 on ESPN.
That's a great intro video. Great intro video. All right. So we'll press the start button. Now. Sega Sports Challenge. What is that? Oh. Welcome to the Sega Sports Challenge. Here is where you can put yourself to the test. Create a user, enable the challenge, and start playing games and enter your single game record and per average codes at Sega. Oh, okay. Okay. So, what we are looking for: game modes, franchise, season, fantasy draft, franchise, tournament, exhibition, practice, situation, online, franchise. Now they have removed the fantasy thing. Boy, I had hopes and dreams here, huh? That's alright. That's alright. We're good. Game modes, season, fantasy draft roster. I don't know that I want that. Trade deadline, fine. Yes. No, you're gonna give me just a sweet taste of it. Oh, you are kidding me. I think Green Bay, I think we chose Brett Favre. I think now we have the issue that we're stuck here in this draft. Oh, wait, no, somebody else did. Advance. Oh, okay, there we go. You just have to watch until your team picks. If you slow down and watch frame by frame, you can tell me the entire rosters for every team. Shoot. Oh my hopes and dreams dashed by the Chicago Bears. Okay? As if I need to hate the Bears enough. Brian Urlacher maybe doesn't seem like the greatest dude in the world. Frick. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Keep the hope. Keep the hope, folks, alright? Keep the hope alive. This manual is also very, very thick. 52 pages. Sega Sports Challenge, advanced gameplay, create player, create team. Settings, situation. Play game, practice. Why am I reading this backwards? On the field, franchise, season. Okay, let's... Page 19. Franchise. If custom league is set on, custom leagues, preseason games. Okay, we're not dead yet. I don't feel great about it though. No freaking way, really? Oh, let's go. Okay, so then it would be Falcons, Packers, sure, whatever. Ooh, Bears, Vikings. That's actually a good game. And then Seahawks, Raiders. Screw it. So if I were to go this way, advance. Ooh,
It's week 1.
Don't give up hope.
ESPN.
Stay alive. Let's go.
One of the better looking rushing games in the league. Expect to see some dazzling runs. They will be facing a team with different strengths versus the Packers, who come in with an average pass defense.
An average pass defense. They're the best team in the whole wide world.
The question
Jerk.
is today one of those days? To
For
see
what?
how it turns out, we'll go to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe out in Green Bay. Welcome.
Oh,
well, it's a good
let's
day
go.
for some early football.
Okay.
Here
All
at
right.
Lambeau
I panicked a
Field.
little bit.
I'm Dan
I panicked a
Stevens,
little bit.
and with me, as
It's
always,
fine.
is Peter O'Keefe.
It's not a big deal.
Well, Peter, tell us what we have
Not
in
a big
store
deal.
for us.
I can't believe that this game. So I'm glad that I'm able to do this. And well, I'm not saying I'm choosing.
Don't make a mistake in his direction because he'll punish you.
Oh, you can do. There's like in franchise mode. Hold on.
Just as capable of putting on a clinic.
You do like
comes in as a guy
full
the
things.
quarterback looks to when the game
Full
is
scouting
on the line,
reports.
Dan. His stats back
Calendar.
up his importance to this team. In his career, he's
So
averaged
looking at it.
39 yards on 3 catches
Okay,
a game.
so we're in
Okay,
season
Peter,
mode,
now
right?
let's go to midfield for the coin toss.
That's the key. Season mode is the key here in these 2K games. I'm glad that I'm double checking all of these.
It is tail.
God, I love that ESPN score bug. I love it so much. Also, both games that we've like taken a look at have the Atlanta Falcons in them. All right, so 2K2 and 2K3 actually work.
Casey, it's ready for the opening.
I think the other ones I tried pretty thoroughly, but it is making me second guess myself. I also don't know how many of those I would need to add. I think it's like a fun idea, but I do think that there's like something to be said about like, hey, maybe just pick the games that like are popular.
They got the ball.
You
Let's
know,
see if they can take care of
doing this with 2K3. Oh wow, they got a little construction thing. I think Lambeau Field might have been under construction around this time. If it was, that's a nice touch. And if we do 2K2, which we will, I don't know why I said if. The Bears would be. Why can't I get this saran wrap off? Hello, please. The Bears would be
Once
playing in a
again,
different
why you
stadium.
get the football to him. Take a look.
Take a look.
A nice catch, but he's not the kind of player who settles for nice catches.
No question, Peter. He
Warren
fights for
Sapp.
every yard of turf
So I
like
believe the
he
Bucks
owns-
would get the
well,
first
like he
game.
owns
I
the
think that's who we
Dino.
played for at the time. Much thinner instruction manual. Oh, they even have the ESPN
Ball on the
Sunday Night
42.
Football schedule, so that's very helpful. Have a couple of them on Saturday, too. Oh, man, ESPN the magazine? You think this ESPN Insider
Open field wide left.
tries? Do you think that still works?
Peter, let's go over the starting offensive players for
If
the
someone
Packers.
called me, if I worked at
Let's begin with the
ESPN, and I worked like,
offensive
oh, okay,
Facility
perfect.
keeps the quarterback
It's got the
healthy, and he and his
offensive
are
line.
ready to go.
Next up, The
Receiving core, okay.
Leads this
All right.
squad, putting on a
Pay
big
attention
show
to
for the
this.
fans.
Shannon
In his
Sharp,
career, he's
Marvin
averaged
Harrison.
76
This one we're going to have
yards
to do
and
redo a
just
fantasy
under
draft because I
touchdown
didn't save correctly, but that's
Finally,
fine.
here's the general and his
Oh
next
my God,
man.
Tom Brady for the Packers.
This
Look at
trio
little
can
young Tom
punch.
Brady.
During his career as quarterback, he's averaged 167 yards and around a touchdown a game.
Back to the field now.
And there's even like, oh my. Yes, it rules. This part, less so.
It's second and about 7 yards. Single back formation. Brady drops back. Throws.
Oh, a nice catch.
He somehow finds a seam in all that and picks up some extra yards. First down.
So there's a little bit of like,
Albert Connell turns on the juice and rips this ball down. Watch how he aggressively
man.
goes after this.
it's a nice job to like get away from the coverage.
They're leaning out to grab that pass.
Well, some receivers who would be forced to dive for a ball like that, but he manages to get under the ball.
This rules.
Fantastic
I'm
play.
so happy right now.
All at the 36-yard
I
line.
honestly, seriously, thank you to MLB because it was like, oh, maybe I didn't look at this correctly enough.
Goes in motion.
And obviously I did not look at it thoroughly enough.
Barely gets it off. Nice pass by the third-year man.
The hits sound great. It looks a lot better than like the 2K does. This presentation stuff is fantastic.
Washington shows tremendous heart, and the other linemen respect that.
Next up are the linebackers.
Ray Lewis is the standout player of this bunch.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
Rod Woodson flies around the field.
Darryl
and gets in
Green?
receivers' faces.
Darryl Green is a familiar face. As this would be season 7.
All on the 31.
Poor Atlanta's just getting like,
They have two
just
tight
getting
ends
crushed.
now.
Their hopes and dreams.
Pittman with the carry.
Pittman with the carry, okay.
That will bring up third and short.
Took the handoff and went right of center.
So I think with these games, as we're looking at them early here, the key for this is going to be if the passing game is either good or if the offense is balanced. That will help keep these games moving. So it's not as big of a deal that they're taking 15 seconds between plays with the play clock. 20 seconds now. I think that'll help.
Fourth and short.
Carried this one off his left guard.
And the quarters might not last as long as I'm realizing them or thinking they will. Man, I'm so glad I exhausted all my options on that.
Feely
Just
lines up
check
for
the
first
fantasy.
quarter lead.
No big deal. Oh my God, Brett Favre's kicking the field goal. Shout out to Motorola.
It's up. Good. He's
Okay, the field goal angle sucks. Simultaneously, the field goal was too far zoomed out, and that celebration was too zoomed in. I was very confused.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
He kicked that one as naturally
Nothing
as
wrong
it
with
was
that.
half the distance.
And he'd be that cool if it was twice the distance. This guy is great.
The Packers strike first in the game, 3-0.
A little scoring drive thing. Awesome.
Feely sets up and will kick it away. It's away. Shannon fields it in the end zone.
Oh my gosh, my sister's on the field.
Tackled at the 18-yard
Okay,
line.
so the logic not great there. That's all right.
They allowed a field goal on defense. Now it's their turn to deliver on offense. Let's see what they do.
Ball at the 18-yard line.
The volume's pretty good. Might have to tinker with it in 2002, but... Oh, we got a flag. Okay, let's see if we need to adjust the ref volume.
Pass interference. Number 34. Defense.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that.
Yanked the ball away. He was
Better
open,
idea of what...
interfering. Good call.
I mean, it's a pretty quick up and down flash. We have not seen the Sega Sports ticker. I'm sorry, the ESPN ticker.
Falcons will have the first down off the penalty. Andrews gets set after committing the penalty. Flutie fades back.
Oh, Doug Flutie.
Gets it. Smith hijacks that
Okay, a
play
little bit.
after
Well, they got the
couple
forward
yards.
progress there. Okay.
Peter, let's
Now
go
that
over the
is super
starting
helpful as
offensive
well.
players
And once
for
they
the
catch it,
Falcons. Up first are
the
big
first
guys,
down or the
offensive
line of
line.
scrimmage
James
marker
Williams
moves
powers up this line
right to it.
considerably, and that will give his quarterback more time.
Next up are the receivers.
Hines Ward.
Leads this squad, putting on a big show for the fans. In his career, he's averaged 39 yards on 3 catches a game.
And lastly, the man who calls the plays and the guys who back him
Doug
up.
Flutie entering James.
That's the tempo in this group. During his career as a back, he's averaged 103 yards and just under a touchdown a game.
Clickety clackety.
Okay, back to the action.
I think this is kind of the only, not
It's
like
second
hitch
down,
or
about
whatever,
7
but that's where it, like it's very chunked in how it does it. Of like, okay, we're gonna show the lineup, and then we'll do the thing, and then we'll do the snap.
Andrews takes the tackle after several yards on the play. Peter, let's go over the
Okay, and then you get the
starting
defensive side.
players for
Okay,
the Packers.
John Randall.
We'll start off with the D-line.
God, I don't want to lose this fantasy draft for the Packers.
Dan, he and his squad need to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback today.
That's followed by the linebackers.
Peter Boulware knows whether it's a run or
Boulware?
a pass before the rest do.
Finally, Peter, the secondary.
R.W. McCorders disrupts pass attempts all day long.
Let's get back to the game.
But it's also it's a good kind of. This I think would be a triple header thing as well. It's just so nice that you can select the games. This is ideally what I would want, so that trades could happen in the middle of the season. Because if I have to, which we have for 2K2, which is fine, it'll give me what I want, and that's more important than trades or whatever. Because we don't have, one, I haven't noticed any trades that happen, and two, I have to use the user thing for all of the NFL Fever games as well.
Good run to convert on third. Keeps the drive alive. Ball on the 39.
But see, like that, at least that. Well, I guess the other one runs the time off as well. It's fine. It's fine. It works.
Flutie fades back.
So Flutie?
Barely gets it off.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought he was going to go a little further with that pass, but instead he tried to go to the flat, incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
At least there's some form of gameplay in here.
They line up with their tight end right.
Yeah, so I guess if I could redo this series,
It will be third down.
They toss this one right
probably would have done
get the completion.
2K2 at the start.
The defense closed pretty quick.
NFL Fever 2002 after it. And then probably NFL Primetime 2002, and that'd be the first 3. And then with 03,
It's
you
the
would
end
gain
of the first
Madden,
quarter. The Packers
but
currently
lose
enjoying a slight advantage,
NFL Primetime. Okay, more first quarter stats. That's good. That's good. 1 possession each. That's a fun stat to have in there as well. Okay. All right. So I think we'll call it there, and I can get a better. I can simulate it. Box score 12-6. Okay. All right. Is he only a 61 overall in this game? What? Is he? Hold on. Hold on. So then in 2003, you'd have NFL 2K3, then Fever 2003, and then you would wrap it up with Madden 03, and then you would have 2K Fever Madden again in 04, And then you would just be down to 2K and Madden for 7 and 8. Okay, so hold on. Roster? Oh, he's 87. Oh, he must have been a quarterback rating. Okay, never mind. Okay. He's an 87 in this game. Huh. Quit? Yes. Okay. So, it's a game mode, season, fantasy draft on. So in franchise, preseason games off. Trade Dan, Lion, Bear. Oh, you can import your 2003. Bam, 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 bam. I guess I didn't actually need to do this. Advance. Oh, the Randy Moss went to the Colts. Saints choose Brett Favre. I don't need to do the fantasy draft every time. I don't. I just needed to check one thing. Because I think I saw the answer in the instruction manual, but I just want to... There's a friggin' halftime show. Oh, I'm so excited that this works. I'm so excited and happy that this works. I'm simultaneously ecstatic and bummed at myself. It's like, if you would have just checked it a little bit better, could have already had these in here. But it's nice to get some fresh blood in here. So I think in this franchise mode, I don't think it allows you to do, like, watch the games. Like, you control your team and that is it. You watch your team and that is it. Which is fine, because thankfully it offers the season mode that allows you a little more flexibility over what you're doing. So I might just go back to back with these. And call it, like, just be like, fine, like, whatever. Because ideally you would advance the years. Also, when I was doing the fantasy draft in the MLB season, it was 1,050 picks. Okay, loading, please wait. Calendar, great. Calendar. Yeah, okay. So season mode it is, alright. At least you can watch your game. Okay, that's fine. So 2K3 works. Had a little panic attack. Not panic attack, but got a little worried there. Now this should indicate that 2K4 and 2K5 will work. But there's no guarantee. Also, I never booted these games up. I bought like every football game I could find, and these 2K4 and 2K5 are still in the rewrapping. Okay. So we'll hold on to these. That SportsCenter intro thing was pretty good. Does this one have? Oh, this one has a thin manual. All right. Oh, thank goodness that came off easily. Kind of. Okay. What? You price gouging me up here? $4.99 to $9.99? Damn it. Dang it. Damn it, Entertainment. Okay. That one, this one doesn't look great, but that's fine. What do we have in here? Oh, wow.
The following is a special presentation from ESPN.
There's a little ticket in there. That's fun.
In sports.
You'd win a trip to play in the ESPN NFL 2K5 tournament.
And welcome to ESPN's NFL football. Trust me, a lot of work has gone into and a lot of pleasure has gone into combining the best that ESPN and the NFL have to offer. So, without further delay, let's go straight to the game.
All right, let's go. These intros are fun, I guess. They're a cool time capsule. Oh, God. Oh, that's right. First-person football. Oh, the crib's here? Cool. About the game? ESPN video games? I like that they have a game manual in here. They like went all out on this and then just got totally screwed by the NFL. I mean, obviously NBA still exists. They gave up on hockey. They quit doing the I guess it's just NCAA. Oh, they quit doing baseball. Good Lord, I can't think. Yes. My favorite Packers player, Ryan Longwell, the kicker. Excellent. Yeah, the first-person football is so cool. It is so freaking cool. NHL hockey. This is what happens. I go to actually research a project that I'm working on, and then I'm watching trailers for other games. Also, they have this in the Major League Baseball game I was looking at, but it had different music for each of the games. But this one's just the theme music to NFL. ESPN NBA basketball. What's interesting too is they dropped the 2K off of it. It's in the corner, but it is very hidden. Actually, well, yeah, they went with a very specific style there. Just as probably a simplified rebranding, I guess. God, I wish you had a mascot mode. College Hoops existed all the way till 2K8. That one would have most likely gone by the wayside anyway, just because of the... What's it called? The name, image, and likeness thing that killed the EA Sports college football franchise. But now there's maybe room for 2K to try and get in on that. Oh, yes! I got new items just for watching a video.
Welcome, everyone, to ESPN NFL Football. Let's take a look at what's new for 2003. Kick it off with first-person football. A new
first-person football.
Through the eyes of any player. Next,
that is so cool. 1,500 unlockable items.
That you could stock with literally hundreds of unlockable items.
God, the crib is so cool.
Presentation is here as Chris Berman hosts NFL Countdown.
Oh, that rules. So you get one. These games are so good. God dang it, NFL and the EA Sports. God. How could you, 20 years later, not make a game that's as good as this?
And we mean never look so realistic. Play calling now offers you unparalleled flexibility.
Unique no-huddle plays. Oh, that could be an issue in 2K3 and 2K2 and 2K3.
That's not all.
But whatever.
Complete multiplayer franchise mode is sure to toughen you up.
Toughen you up. You thought you'd heard racial slurs before? It's oh no. You wouldn't have survived in a Call of Duty lobby in 2009. Weird brag. Weird flex. That's what I was looking for. Weird flex, but okay. Oh, you can do the creamsicles? You can put some uniform. We can put some fun uniforms in there?
The rest of the country. You're holding the key to all
this and more with
They said rest of the country like they knew no one else outside of America cares about football. Yes! Let's go! New items have been unlocked. Can I get one for watching the credits? Alright, while we're here, let's just take a look at the crib. Let's just take a look at the crib. Just a little, just a peek, just a little. Just a whoop, just a... Yes, what's rules? You can play Steve-O in 2K5, that's right. I just remembered that. The biggest ballers, biggest rewards, blah, 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 blah. Great, yeah, it's fine. You've already unlocked 2 items. Go to new unlocked item list. Big screen home theater? Oh, and create a Team Devil logo. Heck yeah. This, I feel like, is copywritten music. Crap. Oh. I'm a little... Home theater. ESPN video games. Oh, what? ES Sports Center commercial 3? Hold on. Wait, that's how you watch it? What? You can't even, like, zoom in. You just watch it on this tiny TV. Oh, man. So, wait, how do you, like... How do you edit? Oh, wait, crib item catalog. Here we go. Oh, the Boom Boom Room. Oh, there it is. The big screen home theater. Oh, sleek. Basic. Okay. All right. Unlocked items. So did that save? I'm completely distracted from whatever I was doing initially. Okay, hold on. Let's rewatch the commercial again so you can see it this time. It somehow is in less than 240p. Okay, there we go. It's just as bad. It's arguably even worse. Well, it's technically better. That's a great Sports Center commercial. Okay. All right. So we have games and tracks. Oh, you do paper football? You want some game? You got to get out there and earn it. Minigames must be unlocked to play. Oh, wait, don't do that. Oh, no, don't do that. Wait, hold on. Wait, the sounds of Sega. Wait, where's Sonic? Humming the bass line. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Humming the bass line. How do you... Hold on, I put them all in. Nope, wait, that sounds... Why is it so quiet? Which is fine. I'm very... Oh, you can press circle to remove the tracks. What the hell is this? I don't know. This sounds like it might be Concept of Love. Anybody know what that is? It is a very... Just created your first playlist. No, thank you. Okay. All right. So I can't play paper football. So who even knows? Trophies, trivia game. We can play a trivia game. Oh, you can hit L1 to zoom. It's like pressure sensitive for some reason. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I don't have the mini machine. Frick. Are there cheats in this game? I can't be this distracted already. Also, I can't go upstairs. Hold on. I'd like to see. You want a hot tub? Oh, bobbleheads. All right, hold on. We're looking up cheats for NFL 2K4. He says that. Also, this song is still, by the way, just playing, and I can't, like, do anything about that. Visibility. Audience. I don't see any notifications. So it might be... Alright, hold on. 2K4 edition cheats. Finish one game using first-person football mode for paper football. Play for 3 hours using the same name. Early sack. Crib unlockables. 49 points in the 3 hours of playing. Classic bar stools. Oh wait, can I just look at what's unlockable? Crib items catalog. ESPN Classic. Walls of floors, the boom boom room. Is that all I can look at? Crib item catalog. Unlocked items? Menu milestones? Damn it. Okay. Alright, we'll get out of here. 80s wall clock. The game room. Full-size team helmet. For 5 hours of playing. You can get framed team jerseys. Oh, you complete all the tutorials. Where's the tutorials? Okay, Sean, focus. Like, for the love of God, dude. Alright, so season mode has been what's working for us. First person football off. No, thank you. Fantasy draft, yes. Trade deadline, skip to playoffs, off. First person's kind of cool. Yes. Perfect. You allow me to just select all the teams. That's fine. That'll give me what I want because I can figure it out. Hi. Okay. Okay. So we're kind of stuck with this situation. There we go. Then we just kind of get here. Cancel. Please stop. Okay, so you have to get Priest Holmes. What is happening? Oh, bobbleheads? You get a Tom Brady bobblehead for some reason. If you unlock a bobblehead doll, you can go to the case. Oh, you can bobble the head. All right. Oh, get big head mode. Make a custom player. Okay, that's fun. Should we do... 1 week should just be big head mode. I can make a custom player and get that unlocked. That'd be kind of fun. All right. We should be okay. Copyright-wise, there's some music back on there. Tim Couch is an 80 overall quarterback. Again, I probably don't have to do the fantasy draft, but part of me also is kind of just like, if I can get it to a point where I can just save it and not touch it again, I won't have to worry about it. I'll just have to remember how to access it. So it turns out I didn't maybe actually need to buy NFL Fever 2004, but it was also a good trip because I managed to remember that I was going to pick up ESPN MLB 2K5. And, well, they happen to have the World Series version of it. I don't know. I'm glad they had the World Series version of it because I'm not 100% sure if I would have grabbed the other one. Okay, so you can just play whatever. Oh, fantastic. So let's select Denver, Cincinnati. And then who's on the cover? It's Warren Sapp, who played for Tampa Bay. Okay, perfect. So week 1 Denver play, and then you would go here. How do you? Oh, you can get a little fun with the uniforms. Ooh, you can go with that. Those are fun.
Welcome to NFL Countdown.
Oh
Versus
my
Studios.
God, it
I'm
rules! It
Sunday
rules!
morning, it's the Broncos looking to put a notch in the W column. I would expect them to rely on their dominant secondary to take control of the game. Matching up against them, we've got the Bengals, also looking
I
for
didn't
their
save.
first win.
Damn it.
Their key, getting some
That's
production
alright.
out of the
That's
passing
alright.
game.
Press
If
X to
Cincinnati
skip?
wants a
Never.
shot at it, they're gonna need
I have a better eye on what time this actually in this what time this started too.
Quite simply the best tight end in the game today.
Tony Gonzalez.
Great tight end Tony Gonzalez.
It's kind of fun to have this as well because you get like a peek, especially in the early weeks where like you try to find out who's doing it. Broncos, Bengals, next. Okay.
All right, Chris, and welcome everybody to Paul Brown Stadium here in
Do we have a?
Cincinnati. Dan Stevens here to call the action.
Okay, there it is.
Alongside my partner, Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, seems to me like we're looking at a pretty good matchup in this one.
You bet, Dan. Football in the rain. Hey, who could ask for anything more? Get me out of those cushy
Crap.
domes. And let's get
So that is there's the one aspect of it where it's like, oh
As
no.
the teams get ready below us, who do you think is the guy
The
to watch
thumbnail
in this
might be a
one?
little
Chris made a good
tricky.
choice earlier on, but I got my eye on somebody else too. Dwayne Starks is one of the fastest corners in the league. And with that speed comes the ability
I don't
to
know
shut
that I've
down the
ever
passing
seen
game or,
these
heck, even take a few the other way.
Denver Broncos
He's gonna
uniforms
be
before.
key here.
It looks like we're ready to start. Let's go down to the field for the
I
coin
choose
toss.
tails. I chose tails. I don't like Sonic. I like tails. It's a dorky flip. Heads it is. Oh, it is heads. Okay. All right. Well, good. Excellent. Good job. Broncos defend the north goal.
There's the signal, and we're ready.
I'm guessing all these games will run about the same length of time, which would be about an hour.
Are underway.
Oh boy, this fog is really hard to see in.
Dragged down at the 28.
But it's so clear on the field. What is happening here?
Turn off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Bengals will start this first play of the drive at their own 20.
Oh no, that is... Shoot. That sounds like some copyrighted music. I was grooving to it and everything, and so, well. So 34. Oh, off the side. Bounces free. Oh, he stayed in bounds. Oh, rules.
On the play, and that will bring up first down.
I don't know what the... Is it just general music?
Impressive run back there. What a
Ah, whatever.
good runner. Oh, he's such a joy to watch.
James Stewart,
Beautiful
last season.
pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down.
Okay. Doug Peterson, huh? Tony Gonzalez, we saw him. Now, as long as it stays up while the play... Oh, it doesn't stay up while the play is running.
Stewart gets the call again and picks up a couple.
I actually prefer the 2K3 method.
Second down.
Because it needs to get through... Yeah, it doesn't get through... I don't think it gets through it on the offensive side. Oh, wow, there's a player out there. So I guess, and this isn't to disrespect the offensive lineman, if it gives us the quarterback, running backs, quarterback, running back, fullback, and the receivers, tight ends, I think we should be okay. It's just, it's not great. It's a little unfortunate that it does not run that way. So, Oh, 3:26 left in the first quarter. Okay, cool. Oh, I should have picked the Falcons. You're right. And by you're right, I mean myself. I said that to myself in my head. He's like, I should have picked the Falcons. You're right, Brain. I should have picked the Falcons.
It's got to be frustrating.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down.
Ball at the 41.
Oh, okay. I forgot that I grabbed the instruction manual for 2K5. Winging it downfield. Nice reception.
Is well past the markers for a first down.
Marty Hooker goes one-on-one downfield and prevails. There's the catch.
Oh man, I might have to turn the PA music down. That's okay. That's a problem for future, Sean. And by like future, I mean like at least 40 weeks, maybe 60 weeks in the future. If let's see, this would be
Green goes in motion.
60 weeks, 52 weeks in a year, plus 4,
Peterson
plus 4 Tuesdays.
and this one is incomplete.
J.J. Stokes would have made a big
So that'd
run up
be-
the side if he'd made the catch.
That falls incomplete, but it would have been a minimal gain had they completed it anyway.
Be like the last week of January 2025 when I'd be playing this game. Unless I just stopped playing all other video games and just gave you sports. Sports! Nothing but sports!
Slides down at the 21.
I don't think I would do that, though. I like other games too much.
3rd and 5. Ball at the 21.
I could imagine some... I might not imagine, but I could... You could maybe
Peterson throws a beauty.
expand it, I guess.
And the catch is made.
Like twice a week. But I think then that would cut down to like... It'd be 2 double headers a week. And the playoffs would be brutal. Brutal.
Right past the coverage.
Because I do like that every season is 20 episodes. Which, like, part of me is like, man, I'd like to see the new Madden do something like this. Can you not? Can you not play copyright music, please? Ugh. I have Madden 24 sitting on my hard drive. I think they only have franchise mode. I guess I need to look more at the modes and the differences. Oh, nice touchdown. Touchdown, Bengals. They drove right down the field. Nice.
J.J. Stokes had 2 guys working to break up the pass there.
Kind of has that NFL, what's it called? Kind of has that NFL primetime vibe of like, the song like you kind of know, but it's like not quite there.
Nothing better than points, Dano.
Here's the point after, and it's good.
I like this, the drive summary. That's great. The high mom, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
The ref gets the signal.
Oh, the old nitro rifle is streaming.
This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. The Broncos send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Ah, turn it down. Okay. So the fog makes it actually quite difficult to see, especially the Bengals jerseys. It's weird that it's so clear on the field. But we're looking at a first quarter that's going to run between 10 and 15 minutes yet again, which is fine. Okay, so he gives the tight end, wide receiver, wide receiver. Okay, okay. So we get the names you're most like. Oh, it's intercepted! Oh my goodness!
Tackled at the 22.
You mean like an actual like contested ball? This rules. These games rule. I'm so happy right now. So happy.
He's playing for the defense, people. That rain is really rewriting the playbook out there today. That time the D was the big winner.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Bengals are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 22.
We'll figure it out. It does. I think 2K5 is going to look the same way. So I prefer 2K3s because I don't remember seeing it in 2K2 at all. So,
Second down, 2 wideouts.
but it's all good. It's all good. .109 to go here, first quarter. Steps back to pass, fires and finds a wide open receiver. A nice catch. He'll get tackled. I think right short of the line to gain, just about a yard short. 3rd down and 1 is what it says. So yes, he would be a yard short because it's 3rd down and 1. Come on. Come on. 3rd down and 1. Which is a reference to Futurama. Oh, nice little sidestep there. Whoop. Right past the 1st down marker. Let's go.
Just wasn't quick enough. He made the tackle, but the ball carrier was already past the markers.
The D just couldn't hold them back, and they give up the 1st down.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let him get into a 3rd and ultra short situation.
Oh, that's going to be a pass interference.
Didn't haul that
Defense.
one in, and it falls
Defense, I'm not sure which way.
Interference, number 24, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Not like it's a little too physical with his man here.
I inhaled very sharply there.
Oh, way too much. That's a good pass interference call.
First down, just a single receiver on the field.
Off the left side in Cincinnati, dominating Denver here in this one. I don't know how that. Okay. We only have enough room on the screen in a 4x3 manner to show 4 people.
And that's always nice to have him. So far, he's got 30 yards and 1 touchdown.
Oh, again, I don't know if this. Frick. I'm like. I'm grooving to it again. I'm doing it again.
Now the extra point, and
Okay.
it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, so we're about done here with quarter number 1. I'm hoping that we get the stats and stuff. We're at approximately 12 and a half minutes, which feels pretty good.
Broncos were intercepted last time out.
Comfortable.
We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line.
60-minute game, I guess. Videos would hover around 3 hours. Playoff videos are where it starts to get a little dicey. Nice find over the middle. Defender just kind of fell down. 2nd down and inches coming up. Quarterback is number 7, who I did not see because I think it popped. It tried to show, but the whatever it's called, the interception happened. So there we go. Broncos, they're falling to the Bengals 14-0 through 1. We're not going to get any stats. We do get, and one thing I do want to check, there will be a halftime report in this, which will be kind of fun. I guess I could let it run a little longer. I don't know if I really want to do that, though. Let's simulate the week and see what happens. What I'm curious about, thankfully they have the records displayed as well, which is always helpful. Okay, you just watch the prime time.
Welcome to NFL Prime Time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Redskins come away with a 7-point win.
Seneca Wallace.
Tiki Barber
Tom Brady playing for the Lions in this one.
Lions beat the Cardinals. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals come away with a 7-point win. Over at the Cleveland Browns Stadium,
Brett Favre playing for the Colts?
14-point win.
The Cleveland Browns
Texans,
Stadium.
Dolphins.
Oh. Like an actual highlight?
Jeff Blake gets his team out of trouble. Goes all the way into his own end zone,
Who?
risks a safety, and a risky pass. Wow. Breathing
That was
room.
the Texans?
Go on to win this by the
What?
final score of 17
Drew Bledsoe
to
playing for the
16.
Dolphins.
In an AFC West matchup, we had the Chargers pick up their first win of the year. Andre Johnson stepped it up this
Jerome
week.
Bettis, Donovan
Gave his
McNabb
team
for the
some added
Falcons.
firepower for the win.
Brad Johnson. This gives you a fun idea, too, of who's there. Steve McNair for the Seahawks.
In their win at Seattle Stadium.
Seattle Stadium.
The Steelers won at home, but will take to the road next week.
Oh,
to
I guess
beat
I should
the
have.
Chiefs.
Well, they would have been in.
Bears, 49ers.
Oh, this is so good.
Fred Taylor just will not be stopped on this run, folks. Starts right, then dips his head down, stiff arms the last guy. What a great all-purpose run for
Carson
6.
Palmer.
The 49ers win this one by the final score.
Wow,
of
man.
28
I don't even know who that
21.
is.
Amon Green ran to pay dirt 3 times and helped his Panthers beat the Jaguars.
Amon Green's on there twice. That's how good he was.
In upstate New York,
So was Hambrick.
we had the Bills ending up on the wrong end of an 8-point game.
Terrell
Giants
Owens.
Stadium, we had the Giants
Peyton Manning for the
squeezed out by 4
Giants.
points.
Mike Allstott.
In an NFC North matchup, we had the Packers.
Yeah, go
First
Packers.
win of the
Tim
year.
Couch, come on.
Raiders, Titans. Zakim's got game-breaking speed. Want proof? Watch this. There's the heave. There are guys there, but they're not going to be close. Touchdown. And here it is. The Titans go on to win this by the final score of 14-13.
What?
And last
was that
but not
noise?
least, we had the Buccaneers come away victorious.
Tim Brown, 11 for
So,
162.
as usual, plenty
Oh,
of
yeah,
surprises
primetime
around the
players?
NFL, and heck, I mean,
McNair for the
got to week 1. My primetime players game balls go out
Seahawks.
to these gentlemen.
Interesting.
Each one with a
Okay, I would need to
fine
make sure that
start
my
to the season.
camera's off for
That'll
that.
do it, sports
Okay.
fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
So hold on. Let's I want to look at a couple things really quickly. Okay. Where is, so we want to, oh, Seattle just has a weird logo in the corner, but it does look like they have their new uniforms. And then where is Houston? Okay. Oh, okay. There's a small difference there. Or 70, oh, it's 72 on offense. Yeesh. Okay. So then, the heck was up with the Houston uniforms? Oh, they wore like a little alternate. Interesting. That's it. They have. Wait. They wore different. They wore white helmets in their inaugural season? What? Weird. Oh, we can put, well, they've had the same logo, huh? Where's, are they in here? Oh, I was like, there's only 3 games? This is probably won't show me what I want it to. Ah, dang. Yeah, because it just is the... Okay, so if I do this, I give them... Oh, it doesn't allow you to change... I think the Packers have a really pretty gross all yellow uniform for some reason. Hold on, I just want to show it off. I just want to show it off. We'll move on to 2K5 here in just a minute. Oh, they don't have it in this one. Oh, interesting. Must be 2K5 then. All right. I will probably have that game broadcast. Let's hit reset. And we'll look at this one last game. I can't. I mean, I can. I can and I can't believe that I missed that these games are actually compatible with what I want to do. So, well, hopefully you're excited. I think it's a more exciting and a better game. NFL Primetime likely was a mistake as far as like just how bad it was. Probably should have looked at it for a couple weeks and maybe tried to move on to something else, but I got a little stubborn. I didn't think it was that bad, but it definitely... The game definitely wore on me as I... what is it? As it continued. And it didn't help, too, that there was a goof with the video that I accidentally recorded incorrectly. However, it all kind of worked out because I'm in the gap spot at the moment where I can watch, like I can research this. Otherwise, I would have been in NFL fever already, and then it would have been another 19 weeks before even being able to possibly implement one of these games. So, game sound. Let's go.
The following is a special presentation from ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if I can play that. It's the what? It's audio adrenaline music? What? It's like a remix, a sample or whatever. Huh, that is wild. It's Underdog. It's from Underdog. Wow, that is weird. I guess I can look on my phone because it's a little better. Great. Start now by selecting your favorite team. Enter. Come on, you already know. No, I'm not worried about it. I should turn up. I should make sure to turn the difficulty of the game up. ESPN video games. Watch that again. You think I'll earn some points? Let's see. If I search. Oh wow! It says 2005. It doesn't say 2K5. It's really hard to read, but it says 2005. Well, everything wants to just like play on your phone. Where is 2K? Huh. I could have sworn I tested all these games in a video like a way long time ago, but I don't see it anywhere. championship. I'd have to go further back. Huh. I love that the logos are like kind of weird. I guess I just never uploaded it. I could have sworn I made a video. Maybe it didn't go up for copyright problems or whatever, but I had made a video, I thought, of testing a bunch of these 2K games, or all these football games. Okay, we don't really need to look at all this as much as I want to. So game modes, ESPN 25th anniversary. Oh. 2K5 might not be a viable option. So the difference, so situation tournament, no. Situation, no. Practice. Oh, the Ice Bowl, Heidi Bowl. 25 years of 4th and 26. Gross. Don't. Stop it. Don't remind me of that crap. Ah, there it is. The 2004 alternate one. That is gross. All right. Okay, franchise. Fantasy draft roster, yes. Preseason off. Trade deadline on. Owner firing. Edit rookies. Okay. So you can just take control of all the teams. Okay, alright. Well, I guess, hold on. I guess I don't have to do that. Do I? Well, okay, so... Actually, hold on. Let's... Well, I guess the benefit... Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The benefit would have been to just get this, like, done faster. Peyton Manning's the number one quarterback. Over a 96. Oh, God. Jake Plummer. John Kitna. Drew Bledsoe's an 83. Jake Delhomme. Jake Delhomme? I don't know why I said that. Oh, boy. That... Hold on. Let me mute that for you. Sorry. That is an awful sound. That is awful. Man. Okay, let's... It's bad. That is bad. It's like just a jackhammer. Okay, so that one doesn't seem to have any sort of copyright problem, which is good. Yeah, so check out the 2K5, MLB 2K5 video. I put that up yesterday. This will most likely go up Monday, December 4th. And we will jump into ESPN NFL 2K2, which is not what it's called, Sega Sports 2K2. We'll start that tomorrow. That'll be what we're looking at. I will have to go alter my notes a little bit in my notebook, but whatever. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, and we can bring this back now. So, we're in franchise mode. So what we want to do is look at the schedule, and you can just watch the games. Wait, hold on. Hang on. That's just my team. Hold on. Weekly schedule. Okay, so you need to make sure that you select all the teams. Not a problem at all. Since we're Green Bay at Carolina, we'll go ahead and play game. Oh, you get the scores. And this game's gonna have the end, the weekly. What's it called? What am I thinking of? NFL Prime Time. 83 overall. Okay. No, darn it! I didn't mean to. That's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, the just about set for football down on Tobacco Road, Charlotte.
Down on Tobacco Road. Okay, so I guess if the thumbnails might look a little weird.
Now,
I think I can make it work though.
For hours, and now they are just moments away.
I think this one might have a better like thumbnail shot.
Hello and welcome to
It doesn't. It doesn't at all. Shoot. I think 2K2 might 2K3 I think had a good one. That's okay. Might have to take that loading shot and then cut it down into like just the helmets, and then it'd just be like 3 of those with the cover art on the left side or right side of the screen.
He's a very impressive inside linebacker. What's extraordinary about this guy is his stamina. As the game wears
he's
on,
a linebacker.
He gets more and more dominant.
I was a little confused. Oh, by the way, okay. We'll give it about 2 minutes here.
Tremendous football player. Keith Brooking is among the very top inside linebackers.
Yes, we'll always watch the NFL Prime Times. Well, I'll let the halftime report run through.
That's if you're lucky. You hit him head on, and it's nighty-night. Well, better watch out because both of these guys.
That's right. For some reason, I'm playing this game.
To make some big plays today.
Well, all right, Peter. We'll keep our eye on them as the game progresses. But first, the coin
Okay, so I'll need to. Thankfully, I don't have to make a profile for him like I do in NFL Fever. Not that it matters because I'm not using that, but that is a thing that I have to worry about. So, yeah, we'll likely do 2K2, 2K3, and then maybe switch to Fever for 2K4? Or for 2004, and then do 2K4, and then maybe Madden 05 and 2K5, and then Madden 06 to try to mix it up. I've not done the same game twice in a row, but if I can somehow manage to get, and this sounds weird, Sebastian Janikowski back on the Packers, let's go. Remember when he was a right-footed kicker in NFL Primetime? Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
We'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I've not done the same game twice in a row, but if I can wiggle 80 episodes out of these games, that would be fantastic. Oh, that was almost intercepted.
Peterson tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
William Peterson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
The defense stood up to that
I need to
play
eat some
and shuts
food.
down what
I've had
minimal gain anyway.
one pack of Pop-Tarts. Eli Manning, Deuce McAllister, Troy Brown on the outside.
Brooking gets the sack at the 17.
This Packers defense living up to that 84 rating or whatever.
Nobody lays a finger on him.
And then he proceeds to lay a lot more than a finger on him.
Yeah, he used all 10 and then some.
They forced
all
that
10
one
and then
backwards,
some.
and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
Third and long.
Ooh, big bomb. Tipped and picked. See, that's what we're looking for. That is what is missing. Well, there's a lot of things that are missing in NFL primetime, but that is maybe the biggest.
Derek Gibson knows he doesn't have a shot at it unless he jumps for it. And man, he timed it perfectly. Could give his receivers a few tips about mid-air receptions.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Packers are going to
you gotta love D like that.
They'll start
hell yeah
at the 30-yard line.
Oh, he threw the interception right back. Mark Brunell on the Packers quarterback. Wow. This is a mess of a first quarter, huh?
Washington does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Panthers were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here.
Turnovers on back-to-back plays. Really ruining my recording time estimate here. I don't know how long the half times are. I don't think they're that long. And the prime times aren't that long either. A few minutes. It's fine. It'll probably be closer to...
Yeah, we've had an injury down on the field.
As
soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information.
Oh my God, this game is a disaster so far. 2 interceptions, an injury. The clock is ground to a halt. We're 7 minutes, I think, into this, and we saw 4 minutes in the first quarter. That is not good. Not good.
Second down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Ball at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
Manning rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Derek Gibson with the deflection.
Derek Gibson, he's a defensive player that can keep up with anybody. 4th-year man out of Florida State. He has the cover skills, sure, but it's his speed that separates him from the rest.
Third and 9. Ball at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
Ooh, deep pass. Missed everybody. And that drive took 5 seconds.
It'll be 4th down.
Derek Gibson couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Get in and get your hands.
Miller lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
12 to make the return.
Miller gets the ball and punts it away. Takes it at the 25. Brought down at the 30.
Triandus Luke didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
Is this number 139 or number 140?
The Packers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the
Ooh, it's number 140.
Boston goes in motion.
Taste test number 140 up now.
Alexander get the handoff and
Alexander, as in Sean Alexander? Man, I sure wish I'd saved some of these franchises because they're kind of cool. It'd be really nice to have some of these players. Oh, yeah. Wait, why is he an official? The referee's doing his second job in the...
2nd and 5. Ball at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Second job out in the stands in between plays. Sean Alexander takes the run. Runs it for a yard off the right side. And they've just taken the ball out of... What's his name? Oh, Susie Colbert with a report.
Thanks, Dan. Well, after talking with team doctors, it appears that he's got a bruised calf muscle. They're icing it a bit right now, but it looks like he should be ready to come back in soon. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Susie.
He almost threw another interception. He threw that right to the defender. Right to him.
Junior Seau got himself in prime position.
Oh, Junior Seau.
Football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Peter, the defense stood tall and forced the incompletion, but I don't understand that call. They wouldn't have gotten much at all, even if it was complete.
4th down either way, and in my opinion,
booted away. To the 25. Short return back up the middle.
The 32.
I don't know that we've gotten a lot of great opportunities to see if...
That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
What am I trying to say? Oh, we haven't gotten a lot of, like, kickoff returns to see how that would work. But that's a lot more of the intricacy stuff that's not super concerning at the moment. It's just being able to do this. So I'll need to create profiles for all of these. I probably should have been taking some form of notes, but just knowing that they work is nice. There is that inkling in my brain that's like, go look at the other games. And it's like, no, don't do that. It's not. Not worth our time.
McAllister gains 8 yards, and that brings up second down.
It's bopped out of bounds. So we're 10 minutes into this, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Granted, interceptions kind of slowed that down, and that tries to include the like the little pregame thing.
Panthers 40-yard line.
McAllister gets the call again and picks up the first down.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what would be kind of interesting? Can you...
First down, 10 yards to go.
There are some people out there who do updated rosters for this game.
Rodgers catches it in the flat and gains a couple.
Charles Rogers had a man
Could
playing
you
him close
do
back there, but he made a
the
great
current
move to get the
NFL
catch.
season?
Not much there. It'll be second
It's like
down.
NFL 2K24 or something like that, whatever the heck it is.
Panthers 45-yard line.
But if you just took the Madden ratings and bought the rosters or something like on a PS2 memory card, could you import that and do like in-step season? The problem is they expanded
Check out this replay. You'll find a few examples
by one
of
game.
how these guys earn their paycheck week in and week out, baby. And hey, there's no better way of earning a paycheck than knocking a few heads down there on the field.
I mean, you could earn a paycheck if someone just gave you money. I'd like that. Just catch over the middle.
Gets past the markers for a first down.
God, this...
Eli Manning completes a nice pass past the D on this play. It's worth another look here. Oh, it's all about
Oh, hopefully this
accuracy.
video goes up.
There was
Because
only
we're
one
right
guy
there.
covering him on that one.
It's been
Makes it
2
an easy
hours.
catch.
First down, 2 receivers to the left.
1 minute.
McAllister goes in motion.
1 minute to go here in quarter number 1. It has really quickened up with this Panthers drive.
Manning.
And it's not that this game is like an anomaly when it comes to long quarters or whatever. NFL Primetime was a prime
That will bring up first down.
offender of that. Like, just unbelievably. But, like, kind of get a little bit worried. Like, how consistent is that going to be?
Troy Brown tutors his man on the finer points of coverage on this play.
A nice catch, but also a nice move to
I
shape
guess
the coverage.
I probably could poke around in the menus a little bit. I think the thing, one of the kind of hidden things that would be nice is like a playoff figure outer, playoff predictor, playoff. Might try and let them score here. They should be able to get the first field goal, excuse me. But if there was some kind of playoff, what would you call it? Playoff predictor. There's a word for it. Like postseason watch. Okay, so that'll do it. That was 20 or 15 minutes. Okay, that's fine. My camera actually might be better off in the bottom left in this one because it tends to float more towards the right side of the screen. Second down and 3. We're going to let them score some points and just kind of see what the return game is like. That's a nice run. We could actually take a look at how long the halftime show is. But this is also like information that's very far off. Very, 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 very far off. So I guess it's maybe not the most helpful at the moment.
Play, but it wasn't all him. Watch. Yep, he owes everything to those blockers, baby. They cleared the path for us.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that. But look at those last year numbers there.
CPU, what do you do? Oh, I'm running out of hard drive space. I actually might need to end this video before it's almost hard drive cleanup night.
McAllister gets his 7th carry of the game, and
so second and goal.
to the line of scrimmage.
Number 35.
As this Carolina drive is taking some time, well into Green Bay territory. Is a long drive. Oh, that's what I was going to look at. He's going to look at the scores. Yep, there it is. Caught for the touchdown. Nice find from Eli Manning. He really nailed the stupid expression on his face that he constantly has. Oh no, Alabama won. That's not good for anyone. Oh dear God in heaven. You can't possibly put them in the college football playoff, please. Lord help us all. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to mute that because what are we doing? Stop with the music, for the love. It lasts so long. Okay, so the kick is up. I'll need to go in and tinker with the settings. Just right to some other music. This sounds more generic, though.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Miller rockets this one deep.
Okay, so they'll take it from a couple yards deep. I kind of tackled immediately, but
stopped at the 22.
Okay, so that'll do it for us here in this one. Exit. So yeah, NFL 2K2 coming out tomorrow. I will probably need to record that on a different day where my throat does not feel like I've already... Carolina wins. That's the Monday night game. Oh, it's Sports Center on this one. Okay. All right. So then if you were to go... into game modes. It's interesting because I must have tested the first couple and neither of them worked. Which is frustrating, so I didn't go any further, but I also didn't test them thoroughly enough. So what we'll do is we'll just do that. And then it's just been nice that every time it feels like, hey, this one might not work. Every time it's been like, you know what? There's a way to get around it. There's a way to work with it. You entered franchise mode. Week 2, huh? Oh, because I forgot you gotta go weekly schedule. Okay, that's on me. So which one is this gonna give us? Colts, Jags? Okay. So if you like... Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Somehow Houston's still terrible. Well, that's right. I didn't do the fantasy draft. Never mind. There you go. That is so exciting. It's so good for me. Because I had actually written, I don't need this bottom one, but I'd written all of these games off, thinking that they just weren't going to work at all for what I want to do with random rosters moving forward. Wish I had tested them a little bit more thoroughly, but it does add another 4 seasons to the show, which is very exciting. Like I said, 2K2 will start tomorrow here on the channel, youtube.com/OnosaurusRex, if this video goes up. Hopefully it does, but I don't... Copyright is why it wouldn't go up. Yeah. Kind of a wild series of events to be like, okay, I'm setting up for MLB The Show 24. I want to look at every single one. Oh, shoot, who's calling me? Oh, man, I gotta, hold on. I gotta take who's calling me. Hold on, we gotta find who's calling me. Oh, you can access the crib in here? Oh, hell yeah. Who's calling? Who do you think is calling? It's like Carmen Electra or Steve-O or something. Woo! Continue. 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 Wait. Hold on. Do I have to find my phone? Hold on. I gotta find the phone. Who's calling? Celebrity phone. Okay, here we go. Celebrity phone is active on the outside. Oh, no! But I hold on, but I need to find out. Hold on. Stop with the music. Oh, good lord. This is a copyright. This is a copyright nightmare. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Loading. I love it. They have a little phone icon and everything. That rules.
Hey, David Arquette here. So you're the one to beat, huh? Huh? You think you're tough? Think you can take me? Let's go, pal. Oh, I see. You're scared. Come on. Starring in Eight-Legged Freaks was scary. This is just a game.
Did they name drop Eight-Legged Freaks? Alright. Okay, so, like I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted by David Arquette, a star of Eight-Legged Freaks, apparently. I confused that movie with, I think it's called, like, Evolution or something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Kind of a wild series of events, though, like I was saying, that I was preparing for MLB The Show 24, going back and realizing that it was going to be tricky to pad out the content of, you know, like, certain number of days a week or whatever, because it's 52 series, plus like an all-star game break, and then plus a couple of rounds of the playoffs, and plus all the games in the Sony produced MLB games. Came out to like 80 something, but I needed to cover like 100 days or something like that. And I was like, well, I wonder where else I could go. And then I remembered, or was looking around, and I found the 2K games. And I was like, oh, that'd be interesting. And then just kind of falling down the rabbit hole is wild. It is wild to sit there and go like, I'm looking for information on the 2K baseball games leading to 2K5, leading to the World Series version. Just thankful that I remembered while I was at Entertainment to like grab that game. Tinkering with it today and going like, oh, I think I might have missed something here in these 2K games that might allow it to work for random rosters, and turns out it does. So that is the weird and wild story of how all of this happened. Thank you again so much for watching. I know it's a long video. It's probably kind of a dry video as well, but I like behind the scenes stuff, and hopefully you like me enough to kind of just hang out as I goof around and look through some of these old sports games that have very nostalgic style to them, I guess. The ESPN broadcast design of this era is very like, I'm 14 hanging out at my grandma's house, and my brother and I are watching we're watching SportsCenter on the smallest TV you could imagine. I wonder if I should see if they still have that TV. I wonder if they got rid of it. That'd be such a good thing. It's tiny, but it'd be so funny to put that in the background. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you would like to see more NFL content, I do it Tuesdays right here on the channel. 6 a.m. Pacific time is when I post. Obviously, it's available all day. We'll randomize the rosters. I'll probably just use the one that I did here in this one because I think I saved it in a good spot. And we'll jump into a few games, probably triple headers in NFL 2K2. It'll be for every Tuesday until it's done. About mid-April, I think, is when it is. And then we'll pick up most likely 2K3 right after that. And then, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll probably switch to Fever to polish that series off, because that'll be the last one. Unless, oh, thank God, a touchback. Oh my God, a touchback. Oh, I didn't think about using Denver. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe the new Madden will allow us to do something in that, and then we would, February 2025 would be like something else. But that's obviously a year plus away, so just stick around, enjoy the content. I'll be back with another game on Wednesday. Who knows what it is. Thursday we'll do some co-op something, I guess. Even though the last time we did it, the co-op was cursed. And Friday, new games and all kinds of stuff. So stick around for more content here on the channel. Thank you again for watching. I do not actually have a thumbnail for this video, So where the gameplay is, that's the subscribe area. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right there. If you want more NFL content, I'll put the most recent season of random rosters here. If you want baseball, ESPN, nope. I'll throw that up there. Or MLB The Show, whichever. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you later. Goodbye.